New findings by former presidential aide to former President Goodluck Jonathan and publisher of Point Blank News, Jackson Ude, have revealed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu never graduated from Chicago State University, which explains why he was never issued a certificate and ended up forging one for himself. It could be recalled that Tinubu's academic record has been a matter of heated controversy ever since the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, launched a fact-finding mission on Tinubu in the United States institution. Consequently, a United States District Court judge, Honorable Nancy L. Maldonado, upheld the decision of the Magistrate Frederick Gilbert of the Illinois Magistrate Court and ordered that Tinubu's academic record be released by CSU to Alhaji Abubakar. The findings in the released records led to some weighty conclusions that may see Tinubu disqualified as a candidate of the 2023 presidential race. Upon further probe of the records, among the latest discoveries, contrary to Tinubu's claims, Mr. Ude discovered that he never passed English qualifying examination at the Chicago State University. According to documents made available to Ude, Tinubu was required to take English 222, which incidentally he never did. Another person who corroborated this thought by Jackson Ude is the former Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice of Benue State, Mr. Alex Tar Adum. He explained the process succinctly. Listen.
When Atiku's lawyers drew his attention that have you ever seen a copy of this certificate that Tinubu presented to INEC in Nigeria as a qualifying certificate to contest election, his answer was, I have only seen this certificate in the course of the proceedings in Nigeria. It is not on our records in Chicago State University. And we cannot certify that we issued this certificate. And that is true. Because if you look at the documents released to Atiku, particularly document 0026, it speaks volumes as to whether or not that said Bola A. Tinubu actually graduated from Chicago State University. And why do I say so? Because the document says the student failed English and is required to go back and sit for English 222. And there is no further record to show that Bola A. Tinubu went back to sit for that particular course, which was a requirement, a condition precedent for admission into Chicago State University. Mind you, the Bola A. Tinubu, who in one instance is female, in another instance is male, what was presented as the qualifying certificate for admission into Chicago State University was a GCE certificate purportedly obtained from Government College in 1970. And Government College Lagos, which is supposed to be the issuer of that same certificate, was not in existence up until 1974. And if you look at the subjects that are contained on the GCE certificate, it was physics, chemistry, and biology. There was no mathematics and there was no English. And the requirements for you to graduate from Chicago State University is that you must have a credit in English and in mathematics. So if you look at the deposition documents, particularly document 0017, document 0026, document 0027, document 0028, document 0029, and document 0032. They speak volume about the said Bola A. Tinubu, who was supposed to have been a student of Chicago State University, but who never qualified to be issued a certificate because he never graduated from the university. It is possible for a student to go to a school because education is a process. Now, you get admitted, you undertake lectures, you write exams, you do for higher education, you do something like maybe a long essay or a project or a thesis or a dissertation. Upon the completion of all of this, if you have passed every subject, then you're issued with a certificate evidencing the fact that you were a graduate of this university.
Do they issue certificates? Or because what I learned is that the certificate is always issued once. And
No, but
whatever
upon
you
graduation,
ask for,
upon graduation,
but
you
when
are
you
issued with a
a
certificate.
certificate.
Now, in 1979, no certificate was issued
At
to
that
any
time.
Bola A. Tinubu.
No certificate.
That's what the registrar says. That's what they said. No certificate was issued. And
But
if you look at the type of
registrar,
certificate,
sorry please,
Yes.
let me ask this. The registrar admitted that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended the school.
attendance is one thing. Graduating from the school and earning the certificate is another different thing altogether. Education through the university or through that is a process. It's not an event. You can be admitted to ABU Zaria today for a 4-year program course. You can do up to the 3rd year. You can do even up to the 4th year. Now, if you have carryovers, you are required to go back and remedy those carryovers. Now, in this case, it was not even carryover per se within the university. There were deficiencies in the entry qualification which were detected by the Chicago State University, which the student Bola A. Tinubu, whoever he was or she was directed to go back. If you look at that deposition document 0026, if you want, I can read exactly what document 0026 said. And I'll put it to say, you have not passed the English qualifying exam, and the credits that you have previously earned in composition will not be recorded on your transcript until you have passed the examination. You should enroll in English 222. A passing score on English qualifying examination has been required prior to admission into any major or professional program for students admitted into the university as of September 1975. That particular precondition, precedent, was not fulfilled by that candidate. So no certificate was issued. And that's exactly what the registrar said.
In the meantime, Atiku Abubakar has listed 5 forgeries in Tinubu's academic record released by CSU. The discrepancies were established in the president's credentials by Kalu Esquire, one of the lawyers to Atiku. The lawyer said the Atiku's team was able to establish that Tinubu committed forgery, has dual citizenship, and presented an NYSC certificate that has a different name from the one he submitted to INEC. Listen to him.
On the certificate issued or released by Chicago State University to the lawyers of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. These are the documents. 1. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu forged the certificate he presented to INEC. That's 1. 2. That the qualifying certificate from Southwest College to Chicago State University bears a female, indicating that that document does not belong to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 3. The Chicago State University admission application form has a claim that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended Government College, Lagos, and graduated in 1970, when indeed the school was established in 1974. The same document has it that the owner of that document is a Black American, and the document Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC, he denied having dual citizenship, which means it does not belong to him. Then, the same document, oral deposition, says that the Bola A. Tinubu is Ahmed, but the NYSC certificate Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC has Adekunle. I don't know where the Adekunle and the Ahmed emerged from. So, on the second arm of your question, of what use will it be in the Supreme Court, it is very, very clear that from decided authorities, the Supreme Court has held that they can accept a party to adduce fresh evidence as long as certain conditions are met. And from what transpired in the proceedings in US courts, that condition has already been met. So, as we speak, our law is very clear that a party at fault cannot be allowed to enjoy the fruit of his illegality. That is our answer to your question. Thank you.
So what's your take on this latest development? It's one thing that has trended across Nigeria in the last few weeks, in the last few months. And some people are saying there will be a lot of repercussion at the end of the whole court situation. If the Supreme Court allows this to slide, it then means that anyone can forge anything across the world and come to Nigeria and then stroll in the park to get a position. What is your take on this? Do you think that this is anything to go by, or do you think we should take this seriously, or you think it's one of those things we should just sweep under the carpet and let things slide and let's move forward? Let us know in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you as usual. See you next time.